Hello, welcome back to another fantasy football video. I hope everyone is doing fantastically well. Here with another video ahead of the 2021-22 season. That is a little bit of a mouthful. Today, we're going to be looking at those players who I think could offer really good value for the start of the season, if not for the majority of the season. If you're new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button if you do enjoy this kind of style of content, and let's just get straight on into this one. So the first player we are looking at today is the Leeds man, Rafinha, coming at 6.5 billion. Just going to stay straight off the bat. I think he's going to be a staple in my team for the majority of the season. Now, Leeds obviously don't have the most favourable kind of first four fixtures, playing against Manchester United away, Everton, Burnley and then Liverpool. And one thing to consider this year is the home and away fixtures, as fans will be allowed back in, but only the home fans. So obviously the Everton and Liverpool games, not the best fixtures to have at home, but then United and Burnley away, it's not ideal either. But Rafinha did pick up 6 goals last season with an expected goal of 0.24, assists of 9, expected assists of 0.36 and bonus points of 11. So he had a very kind of good, solid initial season in the Premier League. I do also want to shout out the other Leeds player, Harrison, coming at 6 million. They have just signed him for 10 million Leeds, and I do think he also offers very good value as well. Maybe even better value than Rafinha, as he is 0.5 mil less, and I believe he was the kind of 4th or 5th best scoring midfielder. However, for me, just the kind of eye test with Rafinha, the bonus points he was getting when he was playing well, and just generally, I think that Rafinha offers such good value. I think a Leeds player in particular, if you can get a good value Leeds player, with the way that they play, especially with their attackers, they're always looking to score. Even if they're 5-0 down, they will always be looking to score. And Harrison and Rafinha are the kind of epitome of that, working until the full 90 minutes is up. So I do think one of those two players could offer really good value for this season. Now, the next player we are looking at is Lucas Digne from Everton, coming up 5.5 million. I was quite surprised to see him this cheap, actually. He got the exact same amount of points as he did in the previous season when he was when he stayed at 6 million. He's now been dropped 0.5 for getting the exact same amount of points. So who really knows what's going on there? But as we can see, the statistics and the fixtures just line up for him to have an absolutely exceptional start. He picked up 9 assists last season, which was the most assists of any defender. Expected goal returns of 0.22. Clean sheets of 12. Now, Everton don't have the best kind of expected goals against. I know a lot of people last season were frustrated with Lucas Digne just because Everton weren't picking up the clean sheets. They were conceding a fair few goals, but clean sheets of 12 isn't actually too bad. I guess Lucas Digne did have a kind of an injury spell as well for parts of last season, so he might have missed out on some of those clean sheets as well. Picked up 18 bonus points, which is pretty decent. When we're looking at players in general, we want the players that are not only going to get the clean sheet, get the goal, but also they're going to get the bonus points on top of that as well. It's kind of that thinking of, if a player goes and gets a clean sheet and 3 bonus points, and then they play next week, they get 11 points. Whereas if a player goes and gets 2 clean sheets but no bonus points, they get 12 points. So if you get the player that's getting the bonus points, then actually they only need 1 return to kind of overall make up for the other players who are just generally getting the returns but no bonus points. That was a little bit of a waffle, but taking a look at the fixtures for Digne, we have Southampton, Hope, Leeds, Brighton and Burnley. It's just an incredible start, and you can see them picking up some clean sheets there. With Rafa Benitez coming in as well, he likes to play that kind of 3-5-2, where Digne could be bombing down the left-hand side, or a 4-1-4-1, where Digne will probably end up playing left mid in that formation anyway. And Benitez does come in and he makes teams solid. He makes them very defensively solid. He did that at Newcastle, so I think Everton really could benefit under Rafa Benitez, and Digne especially could be one of those that's not gems, but very good value players. Next, we're looking at Raul Jimenez from Wolves. Now, he is kind of due to start this season, I do believe, after obviously getting that horrific head injury from the previous season, coming at 7.5 million. Now, he's the only attacker I'm really including, just because I think the majority of attackers this season are overpriced. I'm personally someone, I'm probably get crucified for this, but I'm not really on the bandwagon of Ivan Toney, just because he's not been in the Premier League before. Coming at 6.5 million, which don't know what's going to happen, but at 7.5 million, we've seen Raul Jimenez perform at this price previously, which is why I very much do like him. Obviously, Wolves don't have the most favourable first 4 fixtures, so it could just kind of be a wait and see for him. Obviously, playing against Leicester, Spurs, Man United, first 3 isn't the best, but come game week 4 and onwards, Wolves have very, very good fixtures. Watford away. And Jimenez, he likes to score against the kind of bigger teams as well. He's got a good record against Manchester City. I believe he's got a decent record against Leicester. So it may not be a bad idea to kind of punt on Jimenez at the start, especially when all the attackers are sort of in the same price bracket anyway. Now, the stats I do have here are from his last kind of full playing season, where he picked up 17 goals, expected goals of 0.45, assists of 6, expected assists of 0.2, with a bonus points of 33, which is absolutely exceptional. And if you can kind of emulate this season that he had, his last kind of full Premier League playing season, then he will 100% be worth the price tag of 7.5 million, off a very good value, I do believe. The next player we are looking at is Dubravka from Newcastle, the goalkeeping kind of option for this video. And a lot of you are going to be kind of sitting there thinking, why is Sanchez not in here? Now, obviously, the main kind of 3 players, I guess, people are considering for a goalkeeper are Sanchez, Guaita, and Dubravka. I just wanted to kind of shed some light on Dubravka and why I think he could be a really, really good value option, as well as Sanchez. Now, obviously, Dubravka and Guaita previously both have been priced at 5 million, and there's a reason for that, because they both have good seasons. Now, Guaita, obviously, last season didn't have the best of season, so rightfully so, probably got the 0.5 mil decrease. However, Dubravka, when he came in and played, he looked very, very good, but he was second string to Darlow for the majority of the season. Had he played the whole season at Newcastle, I do believe that he would probably still be priced at 5 million. Now with Newcastle, they're their fixtures don't look incredible to start off with, playing against West Ham, Villa, Southampton and Manchester United. But after that, they do look all right. And actually, the rotation between Dubravka and Sanchez isn't too shabby. So you could potentially think about a potential rotation of Dubravka and Sanchez. And when Dubravka plays, he loves the save points. Against all of those teams, I think he could potentially be picking up save points, getting on the bonus points as well. And obviously, when they do keep a clean sheet, he's very likely to kind of pick up those 10 pointers that we do love to see from the goalkeepers and that we loved to see from Martinez last year. Now, in terms of the kind of final option, I've gone with Fofana, the 4.5 million defender. I do want to shout out Cody as well at 4.5 million. I was quite surprised to see both of those guys drop from 5 mil to 4.5 mil kind of at the start of this season. Fofana and Leicester play against Wolves, West Ham, and then Norwich and Manchester United away. Definitely not a bad start to the season. I think Leicester have kind of the more favourable, I guess, first half 8, 9, 10 fixtures. So could, at 4.5 million be a very, very good option. Clean sheets of 11, an expected goal against of 1.28, which is definitely, I think it's in the kind of top 5, 6 of the Premier League. Bonus points of 5. We're not really expecting him to get the kind of, assist, the goal returns, or the bonus points. But at 4.5 million, they're just getting the clean sheet points is enough to kind of send you up the leaderboards and keep you on par with, say, the likes of Ruben Diaz coming at 6 million. He's only really likely to get, the clean sheet points. So if Fofana or any other players at that kind of price can match those points, he could offer some extremely, extremely good value. At 4.5 million, I think he does offer kind of the best value, maybe on par with Cody. I've discussed Lamptey before, and some of you may be sort of thinking, why have you not included Lamptey? For me, it's just a complete wait and see. I feel like he could very easily have a similar season that he did to last season in terms of, injury prone and so on and so on. Fofana and Cody are the ones I would probably go for at this price bracket. So if you have enjoyed this quick little look at some of the players I think are kind of going to be top value players ahead of this season, I do want to shout out Luke Shaw as well, coming at 5.5 million. I think him and Dean are going to be kind of scrapping it away as actually 2 of the best defensive options for this season. But if you have enjoyed, don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new around here, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.